Hi everyone! In this tutorial we're going to make a manta ray. This is the one I already made in pink, and for tutorial I will make a blue one. It's from a pattern of Hobby. I will link it in the description down below. It's pretty easy. Just to start is a bit hard, and then the sewing it together is hard, but after that it looks so cute. And I finished this in an hour and a half. So maybe for beginners it will take like 3 hours or something to make this, but it looks so cute. So check it out. For this tutorial you'll need safety eyes, some stitch markers, a tapestry needle, a hook. It needs to be the recommended size of your yarn. I'm using a 10mm hook. As you can see, my yarn said I needed to use 8, but after testing I figured out it's better with a 10. So sometimes you have to test your yarn to see how big you can go. A scissor. Then we need some blue yarn and white yarn and a little leftover black. You can also use other colors than blue. For example, I made a pink one before, but on the pattern it said blue, so for the tutorial I'll take blue yarn. So the pattern says we will make the blue part first. In the pattern they will do 29 chains, but we will do a chainless foundation because I think that's quicker and easier and sturdier, so I'm gonna do it that way. But for that we need a long tail, so I will show you how you need to do this. We have our yarn here, we twist it around and make a loop like that. Insert your needle and pull it tight. Now this is my yarn that's connected to my bowl, and this is like the end, you know, a long end, so we'll leave that there. For the chainless foundation you need to take this yarn with your needle, so there are 2 strips of yarn on your needle, and this piece of yarn you go over it just like that. You see that? And then you take this piece in. That's the one. So then you go take the underneath and ball yarn, pull through. That's the second one. So we take the leftover yarn and pull through the good yarn. See, that's the third one. So you continue it this way. This might be a little bit hard in the beginning. You need to get used to this. So we have 4. Now we do 28 because in the pattern you need to chain 29, but you actually don't use your last chain, so it's actually 28. So now we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. At the 11th stitch, we're going to place a stitch marker. This is for the head of the manta. So we put it here. This is part of the 11th stitch, but it's the back. It's the back of the stitch. This is the front of the stitch. Over here, this is the 11th stitch. This is the 12th one. And here's the back of it. So we continue now. It was 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. We will place a stitch marker at the 18th stitch as well. So this is the 18th stitch, and this is the back of it. So I got 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So that's already your first row. You can see how long it's gonna be. It's gonna be a big one. It's gonna be bigger than the one on Hobby because I use thicker yarn. If you want to make it bigger, you use thicker yarn and a bigger needle. If you want to make it smaller, you use less thick yarn and a smaller needle. So at the end of every row, we chain 1. So that was row 1. For row 2, we're going to start with decreasing 1 stitch at the beginning and at the end of your row. You have to do this every row until you have 1 stitch left. So I will go with you until that happens. So this is my first stitch, and I will decrease this. So you go to your first stitch and you go to your second stitch like this. So you have 3 loops and you pull through. Now the rest of them you single crochet just like normal until you get to the 2 last stitches, and then we're going to single crochet them together again. So normally you should have 24 single crochets in between these. So that will be 1, and 24. So now you see we have 2 stitches left of this row, and we're going to single crochet them together. So we go to the first stitch and you go to the second stitch. So we have 3 loops on our hook and pull through. Now chain 1 and turn your work. Row 3, single crochet 2 stitches together, just like that. and then single crochet 22 stitches. Now at the end of our row, we're going to single crochet these 2 stitches together. Chain 1 and turn your work. Row 4, we're going to single crochet the first 2 stitches together, just like this, and now 20 single crochets. Now single crochet the last 2 stitches together. Chain 1 and turn your work. Row 5, start with single crocheting 2 stitches together again, then single crochet 18 stitches. Now single crochet the last 2 stitches together. Chain 1, turn your work. Round 6, I moved to lamp. I think the lightning will be better now. The light, won't it? So you can already see that it's increasing. So we're going to do the same, just as with every row. You single crochet the first 2 together. Now single crochet 16 stitches. Now single crochet these last 2 stitches together. Chain 1 and turn your work again. Round 7, single crochet the first 2 stitches together, and now single crochet 14 stitches. Now single crochet these last 2 stitches together. Chain 1 and turn your work again. Round 8, start with single crocheting 2 stitches together, single crochet 12 stitches. Now single crochet these 2 together. Chain 1 and turn your work. Round 9, single crochet the first 2 stitches together, and now single crochet 10 stitches. Single crochet these 2 stitches together, chain 1, turn your work. Row 10, start with single crocheting the first 2 stitches together. Now single crochet 8 stitches, And now single crochet these last 2 stitches together. Chain 1 and turn your work again. Round 11, single crochet 2 stitches together and single crochet 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Single crochet the last 2 stitches together, chain 1 and turn. Round 12, single crochet these 2 stitches together and then single crochet 4 stitches. Single crochet the last 2 together, chain 1, turn your work. Round 13, single crochet 2 stitches together, single crochet 2 stitches, so 1 and 2, and single crochet these last 2 together, chain 1, turn your work. Round 14, single crochet 2 together and repeat single crochet 2 together, chain 1, turn. This would be round 15 and you just single crochet to the last 2 stitches together. And now we will cut off the blue yarn. You don't need to have a long tail because we're not going to use the leftover yarn, but make it long enough so it doesn't get loose. Now we pull through the yarn just like that. Now we have a nice little triangle, as you can see, and now we're going to crochet in between these stitch markers. So we're still continuing with our blue yarn. Notice this triangle, you have to make the exact same in white, so I won't repeat it. If you want to see it again, you can go back to the beginning of this part and rewatch it for the white. Now we're going to do the blue top where the eyes will be. This top part is different from the white, so the blue and the white top parts are different. We insert our needle in this marked stitch here. You'll see that there. Yes. And we pull through our yarn, pull through the loop to make a knot, and then single crochet 1 stitch, just like that. And now in the second stitch we're going to do 3 double crochets in 1. So you take the yarn around your needle, you insert it in the stitch, you pull through. So normally you would have 3, ignore this one, 3 loops. Then you pull through your yarn through the first 2 loops, but don't pull through the other ones yet, because we need to make 3 of these and we already have 2. So we pull our yarn over our needle again, go through the same stitch, pull through the 2 first loops, and now we're going to take a new bit of yarn and pull through everything, and this is going to make a little ball where the eyes will be. Now in between these eyes we're going to single crochet 4 stitches, so we have to look for our next stitch. So that's 1, can be a little tricky here, 2, 3 and 4. Now we're at the second eye, so we're going to do the same again. So make sure the yarn is over your needle like this. Insert your hook in the stitch, pull through, you have 3 loops, pull through the first 2 and leave them there. Take up the yarn, go through your stitch, pull through the 2 loops and leave them here. Take up your yarn, go through the same stitch, pull through the yarn, pull through the first 2 loops. Now we have 4 loops on our needle and we're going to pull through all of them to make this little bubble eye. Now remove the second marker. We don't need them anymore. Oh, it's coming back. And in this last stitch, we're just going to do 1 single crochet. Just like that. Now, chain 1, and we were going to turn this. Okay, and now we're just going to do 8 single crochets. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now don't cut off this yarn. We're going to need it to single crochet the 2 parts together in the end. So we're just gonna take out our needle and put in a stitch marker on your loop so it isn't going anywhere. And then your first part is actually already done. The only thing we have to do is insert the eyes. So we're gonna do that now while we're still capable. So just put them where you like, your safety eyes. There we go, that's 1. And I'm going to do the other one too. Oh. There we go. He already has 2 eyes. First part is done. Now make your white triangle without the upper parts, and I will meet you back when we need to do this part in the white, because we don't need to do these bubbles for the eyes. We just have to single crochet across. But I will meet you up at that point, so I will make the white triangle and you can make the white triangle too. If you need any help for this, to make this again, you just rewatch the part we just did. Okay, see you in a bit. Now when you made the white triangle, And we're going to make the part where we will make the mouth. So take out the stitch marker and put in your needle. Take your white yarn, pull through, pull through again, go into the same stitch to create your single crochet. That's one, and we're going to do 8 single crochets. So single crochet until this marker. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the last one, that's 8. Now we're going to chain 1 and turn it, and we're going to do 8 single crochets again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Cut off the white yarn. We won't need the white yarn anymore. Put it away. Pull this through, just like that. And then decide which side you want to be at the outer side. So I think this is the more beautiful side for me. And now we will take our black. I had a piece left. This won't be long enough, I think. So I will take a new piece. Take about this much. Now we need our tapestry needle. This is just regular black acrylic yarn I'm using here. I'm not using any special yarn for this. So now we're going to make this, if you can see it a bit, the mouth, and this is like the breathing things. So we're going to create this. First of all, we're going to do the mouth in the middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This must be the middle here. Oh, I actually should have done that at the back. Gonna take it out again. Leave a tail over there so you can knot it. And now I just go in the other stitch like that, and I go back and forward to create the mouth. I make sure I do this 3 times, so there are 3 loops around it. So that would be 2. And now like the 3rd time. So like 1 time more inside here. And now I'm going to guide my needle to the point where the other stripes needs to be. And for this, you do 2 stitches. So this would be 1, so this would be 2. And you just repeat the same. So you do this like 3 times. That's 1 time. This would be the second one. And now 1 more, and then I lower 2 rows for the second bit. Now do it 3 times again. 1, 2, and now I guide my line again, my needle again, to where I want it to go. So it needs to go here, like that. Now do 2 stitches like this. And now go 2 rows up. And now I'm going to cheat a little. I guide my needle in between here. See, this is how it should look. And here we have a piece of yarn that we cannot, so I go through this again. You won't see it, that's 1 time more. And now I'm going to make a knot over here. So it doesn't get loose. And cut off the rest. And this is how it looks at the inside. And the outside, of course. Now we're going to single crochet the back and the front together. So bad sides together. We're first going to single crochet these lines over here until we end up here. And then this will be open, and then we will stuff it and close it. That's how I found it the easiest. So we probably didn't chain this, so I will do a chain first and insert my needle in the first stitch of the blue part. Now insert your needle into the first stitch of the white part. This can be a little tricky because you need to search for the good sides. Yes. And now you pull through both and single crochet. This is like the hardest part, I think, because you need to focus and you have to go through a lot of stitches. I found this the hardest part. But it's also the most exciting part, because after this, it's actually done. It's a pretty quick project. Now we have a white tail in here. We just put it inside. I will turn it a bit so you can see it better. when I move along. Now just go in between the rows. Here it can be a little trickier. See, and now we can do this part. So the white loops are harder to see than the blue ones, I think. White and black is mostly the hardest things to work with, and we're working with white and blue, which kind of close to black. So actually we're making it ourselves hard, but no problem, we're gonna get there. See, there's a blue tail here, and we're just gonna put it in the inside. Gonna turn it again. So here, just go in between your rows. You can fiddle in between. So apparently I don't have much space on my filming roll. I'm going to close this, just single crochet around, and we'll meet up at the tail, and I show you how to do the tail. So now I'm at the point where the tail needs to be, so this side is closed, this side is still open, and here too. So now we're going to do the tail. So you actually have to chain 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And now we're going to single crochet 8 stitches back. That's what it is, the tail. Here's the tail. And now we're going back into the top here and through the white, and we do a single crochet just like that, and now it's connected, and you don't have, it's like no sew, it's like super cool. Now close up this line with just single crochets, and I'll meet you back up there. Now that this is all closed up, you can stuff the body now. So only this is open now. You can stuff it as much as you like. I just like to stuff it pretty thick because I love that when you can squish it. I first stuff the face. Now you stuffed it, we're going to close the last bit. Do that by going through the loops again and single crocheting it. Oh, this one wasn't that good. I like missed a part. this can be a little bit harder than before because of the stuffing. I just like to push it down with my arm like this and then go in between the stitches. Who said that crocheting wasn't hard work, huh? I hope you can see it, because I have a hard time seeing it. So if you want to stuff more, now is just the time, because we have a little hole left. Mine is okay, as you can see. This might be the last hardest part. Now, like last time, going through all this. There we go. It's closed. Oh my god, I lost an eye. Oh, it's back. I thought I lost an eye. It just went inside. Oh no. I hope it doesn't get loose. That's that. Now we cut off the blue yarn and it's finished. We pull this through and now we can actually insert the yarn in here with our tapestry needle. You just go inside of it. Like that, and I don't even cut it off. I just insert my hook somewhere and take the blue yarn inside. Just like that. And now it's done. You can squish it a little so the stuffing goes all the way to the other fin now, because we closed it recently. But it's done. I hope you like it. I will give you an overview of these two. They're super cute. This is how the two manta rays look together. I think they're really cute, and I really liked this pattern. It was nice to make, it was quick to make. I'm gonna make them more. I'm going to try them in a smaller version too, so that should be fun. And I hope this tutorial helped you making this. If you're a beginner or an advanced crocheter, please subscribe for more content like this, and I hope you enjoyed.